Hi, welcome to Blockbuster. How can I help you? Okay, so you're looking for a scary game. I can definitely help you with that. That's my favorite kind of game. So, what console were you looking to buy for? Okay, yeah. We have a lot of PlayStation games in. So, were you looking for PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5? Okay. Well, the good news is we have quite a lot of PlayStation 4 games on sale. We do have these for right now, but I can go in the back and have a look if you would like to see some more. We have a lot of PlayStation 5 games currently advertised, and these ones are on sale for PS5. I will go through them with you if you like. So a good one to start off with is Resident Evil. You may know the franchise. And you haven't played any of the games before. Right, okay. This is actually our staff picks. This is our favorite selection. So we have Resident Evil 2 all the way to Requiem, which is the newest game. So that would be a good start for you. So this is a remake of Resident Evil 2. And the Resident Evil games are my favourites. So in this game, you get to play as Leon and Claire as well. So the really good thing about this game is you do get to experience two different characters and playstyles kind of. And Resident Evil is basically based on what happens after an outbreak of a virus called the T virus, and it hits Raccoon City, and Leon is a young Raccoon City Police Department employee, and he's newly employed. So this is right at the beginning of Leon's journey. So this game is really exciting, and the enemies in it are a little bit scary. This is not the scariest game that I've played, but it's a really good one to start with. And because this is quite an old game now, and it's a remake, it's not going to be as expensive as, say, the newest game. So what kind of budget were you looking to spend? We can definitely accommodate that. So this would be a great one to start with. If you're looking to get into Resident Evil, I think you should play this one if you're wanting to continue Leon's story. However, these two do not include Leon's story. So if you wanted to go for something a little bit scarier, but that's still within the Resident Evil franchise, these two are really good. These two are kind of standalone from the original series and characters. So this follows a man called Ethan Winters, and the first one that you want to play is Biohazard. This is number 7 in the series, and Village is number 8. So, and these are actually the gold editions, so there is extra downloadable content as well, which is really good because they're still the same price. So it's definitely worth getting the downloadable content as well. So with Biohazard, it follows a man called Ethan Winters, and he is looking for his wife Mia. I'll just read some of the reviews for you. It says, horror comes home. Experience one of the scariest, most highly acclaimed games of 2017 with Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition, complete with all Season Pass content. As Ethan Winters explore the seemingly abandoned Baker Mansion and uncover the truth behind the disappearance of your wife. And then this also includes The End of Zoe. Play as a previously unseen member of the Baker family in a shocking additional installment of their saga. Fight hand-to-hand against new enemies, craft new items, and explore new areas. And it also includes banned footage Volume 1 and 2, witness the origins of the Baker family, and much more. So this is the complete edition, so all the content from this is included. And these are single player games, might I add. You were looking for single player? Great. So that's Biohazard. Next we have Village. So when a shocking incident tears his family apart, Ethan Winters is willing to do anything to get his daughter back, but at what cost? So this includes the all-new content third-person mode, Shadows of Rose DLC, and the Mercenaries additional orders. So this is Ethan's journey to find out where his daughter is. The poor man. So that's Biohazard and Village. And these are games by Capcom. If you did want to try Resident Evil Biohazard, we also have that in the PlayStation 4 version as well. So this is a bit cheaper. If you are not really interested in Resident Evil games, we do have for the PS5 Tormented Souls 1 and 2. These are quite scary, I would say. These are 18. In fact, they are all 18. So, the first game. One thing I would say about this game is that you can soft lock yourself. So, if you have awkward save points, you may need to restart from an awkward checkpoint. I'll just read the back for you. Classic horror is back. Play as Caroline Walker. Explore the terrifying halls of an abandoned mansion in a hunt for missing twin girls. But you are not alone. Facing sinister enemies in deadly combat and solving fiendish puzzles, can you confront your fears and uncover the secrets of Winterlake, or will you die trying? So this is a horror puzzle game, and you are in a mansion that has lots of different rooms with lots of puzzles and things to collect inside, and you have to figure out a way to unlock more rooms, and then therefore the story. And the second one, A New Nightmare Begins. Caroline Walker returns in the sequel to the award-winning survival horror classic. Explore the decaying remains of the secluded town of Villa Hesse, fight terrifying creatures with improvised weapons, and bend the very fabric of reality to save your sister from a twisted cult. I really personally enjoyed these games. They can be a little difficult at times, but the puzzles are really good. So we have those. And then if you're looking for something scary but a lot different, nothing kind of like super intense graphics or anything, then Poppy Playtime is very, very good. So we have the PS5 version here, and this is the alternate cover. So we have a character on the back called Catnap, and Catnap is the chapter 3 enemy, the main enemy, and this is Huggy Wuggy, which is sort of the mascot for Poppy Playtime. This includes chapter 1 to 3, so this is a triple pack, and it comes with a sticker sheet as well. Chapter 5 has just come out on the PlayStation Store, I believe. So I know you like physical copies, but if you were wanting to play through these, it might be a little while before the physical copy of chapters 4 to 5 come out. So far, only chapter 1 to 3 has come out on console of a physical copy. If you like mascot horror, we do also have Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. This is a mascot horror game as well, and it says on the back, enter the abandoned workshop of Murray's Costume Manor and unravel the mystery left behind by the reclusive inventor Edwin Murray. In Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic, you'll step into a world where every dark corner holds a secret and every flicker of light hints at an ever-present threat. The Mimic, a prototype endoskeleton, can adapt to any costume and become any character, including what you fear most. Armed with only your wits, a few gadgets, and a heavily redacted corporate briefing, you'll attempt to retrieve Fazbear's prized prototype technology while grappling with cryptic clues and a relentless shadow determined to dispatch all unwanted company. So, do you know about Five Nights at Freddy's? This is sort of based off of that, so it's not got Freddy Fazbear in it or any of the characters from Five Nights at Freddy's. This is kind of a separate game from the same universe, but it is very good, and it's a different play style to the original Five Nights at Freddy's, which is where you're trapped kind of in a security booth and the characters attempt to kill you. Oh, yes, you were interested in Nintendo Switch games as well? We do have a selection here. What kind were you after? Oh, you did want Animal Crossing. No problem, I'll grab that for you in a second. I'll just show you some more horrors that we have, scary games. You said you were interested in action as well? Okay, so I don't know if you've played The Last of Us. Right, okay, well, I highly recommend those. So we have on PS4 The Last of Us Remastered, and we also have The Last of Us Part 2. So we do have a deal on to get both of these. If you buy both, you get one half price. So I think you said, did you watch the TV show? Okay, so the games are obviously before the TV show, so the TV show is based off of the games. So the game of a generation remastered for PS4. In a hostile post-pandemic world, Joel and Ellie, brought together by desperate circumstances, must rely on each other to survive a brutal journey across what remains of the USA. This explores a sort of father-daughter relationship. They're not actually father and daughter, but their bond is really heartwarming and it really pulls on your heartstrings. It's a beautiful landscape, so it's sort of a dystopian post-apocalyptic world based in the USA, and basically has lots of buildings that are derelict, lots of overgrown greenery and vines going up buildings and windows blown out and kind of cars abandoned on the street. But the main enemy in this is the infected, and there are different levels to the enemies. So there are enemies called clickers, and how the virus came to be was actually from like fungi. So, you know, like mushrooms and like fungus. So the spores essentially infected people, and the clickers kind of look like fungus people. They have like what looks like mushroom layers, like fungus layers to their faces, and they don't have eyes, so they rely on sound. So, yeah, quite scary. And they make a clicking sound. I think it's for like echolocation, that clicking. I think that's why they're called clickers, because of the clicking noise, but I think they use it for like echolocation as well. Anyway, so these are great games if you are interested in something that's very kind of explorative. It can be slow paced at times, which is quite nice, so it's not a rush all the way through. I think something like Poppy Playtime is very colourful. It's sort of set in the 90s, so it's quite nostalgic, the early 90s, and based in a toy factory. So lots of primary colours, and it also features old advertisements of the toys as well. And each chapter is a different length. Chapter 1 is the shortest length. Chapter 2 is a bit longer, and chapter 3 I think is the longest of the first 3 chapters. They each feature a different boss fight at the end. But there are enemies throughout as well, and there are chase scenes. So if you're wanting something fun, not super serious, but really interesting, and it has plenty of lore to it, then I would say this is a great one, because this has 1 to 3. The first game I think is a few hours. Chapter 3 is maybe about 6-7 hours. We also have a collection of the Batman Arkham games. I believe this is City and Asylum. Yes. So this is a collection of Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City. I know there's quite a lot of the games out, but we do have this for pretty cheap if you don't have it already. Oh, you do have the games already. Okay, that's great. And you like them? Very good. I like them a lot too. I think my favourite is probably Arkham Asylum, because I really like that they involve a lot of characters in that one, and it has a lot of my favourite characters. So you wanted Animal Crossing. I'll get that for you. Put the game in for you. So that is for you. And have you decided which PlayStation games that you would like? Okay, so you do want to try Poppy Playtime. This has the alternate artwork on it, but I can flip it inside out, and it has the actual original casing on the inside. You're happy to just leave it? Okay. That one for you. And did you fancy to try these? No, that's okay. Put those away. Do you have one more option if you wanted a really sort of niche but interesting game? This is called Insomnis, and it is a puzzle horror game. Discover a terrible secret, solve puzzles, and avoid succumbing to the horrors of the Castevet mansion. So you're in a mansion, and basically you're trying to explore and see what happened there. These children went missing, so it's quite interesting. The puzzles are really good, and the rooms in the mansion are really interesting. So that is a good one as well. I really enjoyed that game. You want to try The Last of Us? Did you want the pack together? Because you do get one half off. Okay, great. So is that everything? You're going to come back for Resident Evil. Okay, this is a good start. So let me just ring this up. So you have Animal Crossing for the Switch, and then we have The Last of Us Remastered 1 and 2, and the triple pack of Poppy Playtime. Okay. Alright, so I will actually take you over to the checkout desk over there. Is there anything else before I ring these up? Yes, there is a new Resident Evil game coming out called Veronica, I believe. So that actually follows Claire, who is in the earlier Resident Evil games. So if you did want to start off with 2, you can. You want to get that one as well? Okay. It's good to make your way through them before the new game comes out. Alright, so we have Animal Crossing, The Last of Us on PS4 1 and 2, and then PS5 we have Poppy Playtime, the triple pack, and Resident Evil 2. Great. I'll take you over.